Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are. So much love to you all, my delicious little babies. 3, 2, 1, beam me up, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads. You're delicious and bright, okay? Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world, and that life is also treating you most wonderfully. So much love to you all, my delicious little babies. Now then, the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, sorry, no sunshine. Surprise, surprise. Could be different in other parts of the old UK, but not where I am, sadly. It has been raining a bit this morning. Surprise, surprise again. So there's no surprise there, is there, my delicious little babies? And a little bit of wind, not much. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so what have we got today? Okay, there is something that I want to say actually, my delicious little babies. Now the thing is this, okay? I was looking at a number of things the early hours of this morning, my delicious little babies. I've just had a shower, okay? But for some reason I look really tired. Mind you, I am tired because of I'm not feeling too tired. Do you know what I mean? But what it is, it's just because I've been looking at videos the early hours this morning. And, well, number one, what I want to say, okay, is that, well, you know, like how they were, you know, talking about the old Nuremberg and everything. Just need to have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. You know how they've been talking about that and everything, right? Well, I have a theory here. I have to be careful what I say, my delicious little babies. I really do, you know, okay? I've already explained anyway on my previous video. Well, what seems to be happening, okay, from what I can see, because I've seen the Nuremberg one, okay, my delicious little babies, well, there we are, a very long time ago now, okay? And, well, to me, there was none of this having what I call meetings here and meetings there. Now, I don't know if any of you have noticed, my delicious little babies, but, well, I've been noticing, you know, in our UK, well, I've already said, haven't I? And in other parts of the world, and they seem to be doing this. So I would be very... let's just say I'd watch things, my delicious little babies, that maybe, you know, when we're told, I'm only giving my opinion, one with a view, I'm entitled to my view, maybe we need to be watching something here, okay, my delicious little babies, that, you know, like where they said that, you know, we should have the Nuremberg and everything, yes, that maybe, let's just say somebody, someone could be going around the houses, there we go, let's just say, okay, and that this could be done, I've got to be really careful what I'm saying, my delicious babies, and that this could be done a different way, if you know what I'm saying to you, rather than what should be happening, shall we say, okay, my delicious babies. Anyway, I'm going to leave it like that, food for thought. Food for thought. Okay, my delicious little babies. It's just something was crossing my mind. I thought about it for a while, because when you see one or two, you don't really think anything of it. But when you start to see them all popping up, do you follow me, my delicious little babies? Yes. You know, and we've still got ones who are walking this way, walking that way, you know, a bit of left here and a bit of right there, you know, then they've got the old spectacles on, you know, then it's this and that. Do you follow me, my delicious little babies? So, it could just be me, but I do not think so. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? Now then, the next thing I want to talk about, now I never wrote this down, okay, my delicious babies, no I did not, okay, and well, I seen this video the early hours of this morning, and I never wrote it down for a reason, because I wasn't going to advertise it, okay, but I will just explain a little about this, okay. Now then, so, and what your man there was saying, okay, my delicious little babies, what he was saying is that it's to do with our lovely Gonzalo Lira, not in that way, okay. Now, from the first moment that I ever seen our lovely little Gonzalo Lira, okay, what I liked about him, like I said, not in that way, what I liked about him is that he says things the way it is. Do you see? My delicious little babies, yes, okay? And, you know, which of course, you know, may not sit right with some, okay? Now, but that's just my opinion. Okay, my delicious little babies. I just love the way he comes across. Do you know what I mean? I mean, he can make the flipping cat laugh. Do you see what I'm saying, to my delicious little babies? I mean, you know, he's very sweet in his own way, but like I said, not in that way. But I just liked his energy. You know, he will just be done telling it. There we go, the way it is. You say. Which, of course, God bless him, you know, got him into some deep water somewhere else. Do you see what I mean? Figure of speech. But what this man was saying was, okay, my delicious little babies, yes, what he was saying is that, of course, you know, because there was a bit of a disagreement between, I think this is on the old Twitter, you know, which is now called X, okay, to do with our lovely little Gonzalo Lira and Scott Ritter. Now, Scott Ritter, you know, he talks about the war and everything like this, you know, with Russia and Ukraine, and he's all over YouTube and BitChute and do you see what I mean? Yes, anyway. So, well, apparently the two of them do not seem to like each other, little Gonzalo and Scott Ritter, okay? Well, you know, in life, the way I see it, okay, and with me, I can get on with the majority, okay? But if my spirit is not resting right, you know, throughout my lifetime, and I've met somebody, could be anybody, and I thought, and you just cannot put your finger on it. Well, I'm the same, you know. Nobody can, let's just say, like everybody, because it simply just does not work that way, my delicious little babies. I have not, you know, I've yet to meet anybody who can truly say, hand on heart, that they like everybody, because nobody does. But if you look at the two personalities, my delicious little babies, and you look at our lovely little Gonzalo Lira and you look at Scott Ritter, you will find that they are of birth strong personalities, do you say? So, you know, so they're not going to agree on everything, do you say? So, you know, but what your man here was saying on this particular video, my delicious little babies, which is on BitChute, is that he's inclined to agree with Scott Ritter. Now, I'm not saying that Scott Ritter, you know what I mean, or what he says is wrong. No, I'm not. I mean, when I've watched him on the YouTube, you know, I only just give my opinions. I mean, to me, he's a fantastic storyteller. Do you see what I mean? So I do not mean that in a nasty way, the way I'm saying it. It's just, you know, he's just very good on the camera. Do you see what I mean? But then again, so is our lovely little Gonzalo Lira. And of course, you know, Scott Ritter's done other things, you know, to do with armies and things like this. Do you see what I mean? Whereas our lovely little Gonzalo Lira, well, he has not. Okay? But if the two of them disagree over things, well, then they disagree, don't they? Because like I said, nobody can agree all the time. But then again, I would say that nobody is totally right either on what they're feeling about, say, where our lovely little Gonzalo Lira is, because the reality is, my delicious little babies, that nobody knows where he is at this point in time. Do you see? And when he put up his 3 little videos, yes, on YouTube, Gonzalo Lira hyphen again, well, to me, I have my own thoughts about things. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes? But, I mean, obviously, if somebody's giving an opinion and saying, and then I noticed that your man there as well, when he was talking, he was saying, I do not want to have to say this, and I do not want to have to, do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Then he went on to, what do they flipping call them now? Is it VPN? Where what he's saying is that, and it's something that stuck out to me when he was talking, my delicious little babies, and he was talking about, so for those, who may want to help Gonzalo in some way, okay, it's just little things stuck out when he was talking. Do you see, my delicious little babies? I know what I'm talking about, okay? Then he was talking about that, anybody who's commented or anything like this, that of course, that there are certain in the world who know who everybody is, who ever leaves a comment on anything, actually. Well, actually, this is not the first time I've heard this. I heard this, there we go, years ago, okay? This is nothing new, okay? But, so he was trying to get his point across. This is my thoughts on what he was saying, okay, my delicious little babies. So he was trying to get his point across that basically, that ones of us out here must only think, there we go, one way, with our noddles. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes? So, to me, and I mean, me personally, I have not personally heard exactly, oh gosh, something in my eye. I have not, sorry everybody, my delicious babies, I have not personally heard what Scott Ritter had to say to do with Gonzalo, okay? Because I think it was on the old X now, which used to be called Twitter, okay? Won't go, Sorry, my delicious babies. Tried blowing it. Anyway, so to me, the way I see the situation right now, we have to look at this from what I would call a very sensible and, common sense situation here. That really, I just feel nobody's, at this point in time, well, not that I'm aware of, I mean, apart from, do you understand what I mean, what's gone over in decades, sorry. Well, to me, I always say, unless you can walk in a man's boots, then you do not know what's truly going on. Do you see, my delicious baby? So I'm not having a knock at Scott Ritter. Do you see what I mean? No, I'm not. But, if somebody dislikes somebody else, well, they're going to be coming up with this thing, that thing, and the next thing, aren't they? Do you see what I mean? When really, what we should really be thinking about is, and this includes Scott Ritter as well, so I'm not being nasty to Scott Ritter. Do you know what I mean? But what we should really be thinking about is that our lovely little Gonzalo Lira, as long as he is safe, there we are, and well, do you know what I mean? Instead of saying, there we go, before I even say it, instead of passing nasty comments, because that's how I see it. Do you see what I mean? I'm just looking at the length of time that I have, watched our lovely little Gonzalo Lira, and I'm just giving you my opinions. If I enjoy to watch somebody, then I enjoy to watch somebody. I've watched some of Scott Ritter's. Do you know what I mean? He's very you know, the same, just in a different way. You know, it can be very entertaining as well. Do you see what I mean? So I'm not being nasty with what I'm saying here. It's just that that video was put out, yes. Now, the thing is that, well, I mean, it's on YouTube somewhere, but it's very hard to find now. Do you see what I mean, Martin, the Schluck Babies? Yes. So, I just have my own views on things, if you get my meaning. Now, you probably think, what she rambled on about for... Because, me personally, I will always stand up for our lovely little Gonzalo Lira. Do you see what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, if he's had a troubling time or whatever's gone on, well, really, well and truly, there's only himself and whoever else was concerned here who could, there we go, tell the true story, isn't there? My delicious little babies, that's all I'm saying. So, no, I wasn't going to, you know, write that video down. No, I wasn't, because I'm just wondering what the, let's just say, what the, there we go, what the end game was with that video. There we are. Do you see? So, for me, I listened, and, you know, I always come to my own conclusions. Do you see what I mean? Yes? But I wasn't going to advertise, because that's like fueling. Do you know what I mean? It's like fueling a situation. Do you see? There we are. You know, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just looking at it as, you know, if you've been arrested, you've had this thing done, that thing done. Do you see what I mean? Well, unless you're in somebody's shoes, then really, you know, that I just do not feel that comment or any comment should really be, do you understand what I mean, whether somebody likes somebody or not? You know, because in reality, nobody wants, there we go, wants to be in a situation like that. Do you see? You know, just for speaking, there we are, freely, or having their own opinion. So, you know, that's all I have to say, my delicious babies, on that now then. But like I said, I can only hope and pray, please God, and thank you, that dear little Gonzalo, that he's safe and well wherever he is. That's, there we are, that's all we can hope. Do you see? But nobody knows another man's story. I've always said that, my delicious little babies. There we go, nobody ever knows, okay? Now then, the next one. So I was looking at this morning before I jumped in my just little shower, and I come across this on BitChute. Now, I've mentioned these before, not in that way, and I mentioned this uploader before, I think rather recently, actually. And the uploader on BitChute, my delicious little baby, should read Philosopher's Stone Info Pure Blood, okay? But when you look at it, you know, when you're scrolling down, my delicious babies, on BitChute, it'll come up as Philosopher's Stone Info, and then pure, but it should say pure blood. Do you see what I mean? So on the actual video itself, okay? But it will read, you know, Philosopher's Stone Info Pure Blood, you know, when you're scrolling down. Now, this video here, okay, and this uploader has 29,425 subscribers, okay? So keep up the good work, 29,000, going over the numbers, 425. Now then, it says, you know, how it should read, the title to the video, my delicious baby, should read, They ate humans. They ate humans. Okay, my delicious babies, now I'm going to tick you off as well. Okay. Our Philosopher's Stone Info Pure Blood. Now then, what this was showing, and it's about, is it just under a minute long? And what it was showing was a Spanish, is she a Spanish? She could be a Spanish model or something like that. Anyway, it was just a really super short video, my delicious little babies. And to me, your woman there seemed, there we go, extremely flipping stressed, very stressed out, okay, at what she'd saw, okay? And this was to do with something to do with Illuminati or something, yes, okay? I do, there we are, know rather a lot about certain subjects, shall we say, that I've known, there we go, for many years, okay? Now then, so I ticked that one off, and she was really, really stressed out with what she was saying. Marty took babies, so please, you know, I'm not going to say anything more than that, okay? And it is in subtitles, so you can read, you know, but she was totally, big time, stressed at what she'd saw. Okay, Marty took babies, that's all I'm saying. Now then, so if you'd like to take a look, please, and thank you. Next one. Oh, yes, so we've heard that Andrew Tate has been released. Just have another sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. That Andrew Tate has been released from house arrest. My delicious little babies. Now, this is on BitChute again, my delicious little babies. And the uploader, not in that way, is called V, you know, V for Victor, E for Echo, V, okay? Now, he now has 21,014 subscribers, so it's 21014, okay, my delicious baby, so we're going to tick you off, V, okay? Now then, he does make me laugh, actually. I've seen him over the years, okay? I mean, he's flipping hilarious. You know, and what it is as well, you know, like when you get somebody's accent, okay? He's got like, it's only a figure of speech, my little babies, okay? But he's got like a kind of a cheeky, chappy kind of accent, if you know what I mean. Yes, but he does make me laugh, you know. He's funny, okay? But with him, he uploaded a video to say Andrew Tate released from house arrest. Yes, so it's only, I think it's about 8 minutes something long. Well, I mean, this is an ongoing situation, isn't it, my delicious little babies, yes? And, you know, what V's talk... Oh, sorry, excuse me, pardon me. What V's talking about is like, you know, where Andrew Tate, you know, he had his cars confiscated and had other things like that. So, words to effect, I'm only like taking bits and pieces out and nitpicking here, just taking little bits out. Do you understand what I mean? So you nitpick at particular things, do you see what I mean? Yes? Well... You know, that whoever it's concerning, apparently, you know, whoever has, you know, come forward to say that these things happen. Well, anyway, I've said before on my videos, and I'm going to say it again, I do not believe that Andrew Tate has personally done any of these things. No. Okay? But what caught my attention was when little V was talking, like I said, not in that way. When he was talking, it's like, you know, say for example, if he's only like talking about little things, yes? Say for example, if Andrew Tate refused to pay, you know, whoever's apparently accused him, yes? Then, of course, you know, his cars, you know, because obviously, like I just said, just different wording, you know, they were lifted. Do you understand what I mean? And then, you know, that they could then sell his cars to pay out who, you know, has apparently accused Andrew Tate of, you know, what they said that he's apparently supposed to have done. To me, my delicious little babies, you see, I just have different view on things, okay, my delicious little babies. To me, that seemed like another, correct me if I'm wrong, another racket. I got racket. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? It's just another way, you know, when somebody makes a lot of ka-ching, pounds, shilling, pence, dollars and change. So, you know, they've got to get you every which way. Do you see, there we are. Do you see what I mean, Martin? Babies? That's how it came across to me. Anyway, that's how that short little video from V came across to me. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. So I just thought I'd mention that. Now then, the next thing, but and I am going to say this, but bless Andrew Tate, because if you know that you haven't done something, my delicious little babies, and you know that you haven't done it, do you say? Well, if you have managed to gain a lot of wealth, there we are, from being a businessman, yes? Well, this is just my view, my delicious little babies, okay? Well, I would not blame anybody for being sorry Marty peed off about this. Because if you've worked, there we go, if you've worked hard for what you've got, okay, then why must somebody then come along and then apparently somebody's supposed to have said this, which, like I just said, I'm not inclined to agree. That's just my thoughts, my delicious little babies. I just have a different way of thinking with me old noddle. To me, 2 and 2 is not adding up to 4. And we must also remember that Andrew Tate is known worldwide. Worldwide. There isn't many who do not know Andrew Tate. Do you see what I mean? So we have to, in situations like this, my delicious little babies, we have to read in between the lines, there we go, of what this is really, really, there we go, all about. Do you see? And there's 2 things I can think about, okay? No, I just will not say nothing else, but do I believe that Andrew Tate is guilty? No, I do. I do not, sorry. I certainly do not feel that Andrew Tate is guilty of what he has been accused of. I feel that this is something totally different that's going on. There we are here, okay? I feel that there's a lot of ka-ching here going on involved in this, okay? It usually is. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. So that's what I have to say there, really. But, I just think it's a shame if somebody has not done something, and this means anybody, and somebody has not done anything, and then they have the book thrown at them for doing nothing at all. Just because somebody has their own mind, they have their own mouth to speak. Do you see? Because when you look at it, this seems to be along the lines of things that have been going on, isn't it? My delicious little babies, that's all I'm saying. That's just my view. I'm just a woman with a view. I'm just looking, I'm dipping in and out, if you know what I mean. I'm just looking here and looking there. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so, we can only hope that his case goes well, Now then, bless, God bless little Gonzalo Lira as well, and, and I will say God bless Andrew Tate as well. Do you understand what I mean? Because to me, I just do not feel that any of this is right. That's just my view, my delicious little babies anyway. The next one is with our, not in that way, our lovely Jackson Hinkle. So he's the Dav, as if you go diving, the Dav with Jackson Hinkle. Now, I mentioned Jackson on many occasions, God bless him. Oh, he's only young, but, he's very, what I call, very vocal and very passionate about what he has to say. And especially when it comes to his journalism, God bless him. So God bless you, little Jackson. But like I said, not in that way, okay? But yes, I like his videos. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, I will listen to, there've been hundreds of videos. Do you see what I mean? With all different, do you see what I mean? But if my attention, if I cannot sort of engage myself with a video, well, that's it, I bang it off. Do you understand what I mean? That's not being nasty. I mean, for all I know, whoever stumbles across me, they could feel the same. Do you see what I mean? It's, it's just where life goes, isn't it? Do not cry about it. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you have who's supposed to be listening to your videos, well, there we go. Then that's who you're supposed to have, isn't it? Yes, because everybody's at different levels in the world right now. Some have not, God bless them, woken up yet. Others, there we are in the stirring merge. You see what I mean? And that can be a bit of an itchy-witchy time. I've just got itchy-witchy. That could be an itchy-witchy time. And then you got others, God bless, who are awake. Do you see what I mean? So we're all at different levels anyway. But the video that you're looking for, my delicious little babies, in fact, I actually heard the whole of this video, but what's happened is that it's just been narrowed down, I think just over 5 minutes with, what's his name? What's his name? Douglas McGregor. Okay, my delicious babies. Me personally, I like his energy. There we are, Douglas McGregor. The way he comes, there we are, the way he comes across, okay? I just feel that everybody, when we actually look at this, okay, I just feel with the whole of the world, especially in the past, over 3.5 years, this is my thoughts when I look into the videos, or even if I'm out talking, walking, talking, all different things now. And I just feel that, even for ones in the know, it's been an awakening. Do you see what I mean? But I like Colonel Douglas's energy. Do you see what I mean? Yes. And, he just wants to stop, just like anyone else, to this, what's going on with the war. Do you see what I mean? Everybody wants to stop to it. Nobody wants to have what they call red and white, blood and bandages. Do you understand what I mean? Nobody wants that, if the truth be known. Do you say? It's just so sad, the whole lot anyway. But the video that you're looking for with the Dav, with our lovely little Jackson, Hinkle, which you can find him on YouTube, and apparently he is on X now, which used to be Twitter, but I don't know if he's under the Dav with Jackson Hinkle. I'm not too sure, but I know he's on there anyway. So keep up the good work, little Jackson. The video that you're looking for is Africa is Free. Okay, Africa is Free. And our little Jackson has 271,000 subscribers, 271,000 subscribers, okay? So yes, keep up the good work, little Jackson. And he's, it's just his energy, the way he comes across, there we go. He's just got a good energy, but he's in the younger, do you understand what I mean? So he's in his early 20s, do you see what I'm saying? So I can only hope that for a lot of his audience that it'll pick up with there we go, with the younger generation. Do you see what I mean? Yes, but he does have, say, ones who are like my generation. Do you see what I mean? As I'm nearly 50. Anyway, but yeah, see, his audience. So yeah, but it'd be good to see a lot more younger, listening to these things, because, to me it's very important about what goes on around the world. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Yes, but yes, very important in just over 5 minutes just to listen to. Please and thank you, my delicious little baby. Sorry, I'm stumbling on that, aren't I? Anyway, because I've been following rather a lot to do with what's been going on in Africa. I have been, there we are, following rather a lot. Okay, my delicious little babies, because at the end of the day, we're in a world where everybody should be free. Okay, my delicious little babies, we're in a world where everybody should just be free. Okay, free to do what they want. Because you're free to do what you want to do. You should be in a position to do that. Not have, one country must rule another country and then it goes on like that. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, there should never be any starvation. There should not be any homelessness. Everybody should have a home. Do you see what I mean? Everybody should have food and something to drink, fresh, clean water. Do you see what I mean? But, you know, sometimes when other countries, let's just say in particular, have been ruled for too long, you know, then it's going to come to a point, isn't it? My delicious little babies, because really that's the only way, you know, that it can go. There we are. Do you see what I mean? Because eventually others, at some point, would become fed up. Do you say? You know, I just feel that if more, you know, it's a case of sitting down. This is my thoughts, my delicious baby. Sitting down, discussing the best, there we go, the best way forward, you know, so that one country can look after its own country. Do you see what I mean? Yes? But like I said, I mean, I'm just not, when it comes to governments and that, I've said it before, and I've said it again, boot them out. So I'll still say it. Do you know what I mean? I'll still say boot them out. You know, what we need is a way to govern, there we are, in each and every one of our countries, govern ourselves. We'd have some teething problems, I keep saying this. We'd have a few teething problems, but then it would settle down and then each would be able to do what they want to do. You know, some could grow food, some could make clothes, some could, you know, engineers, some could be plumbers, some could be, you know, whatever it is, technicians, you know, you know, have a number of different skills. You know what I mean? And I genuinely feel if we did things a different way, that we'd have a, I would say, 99.9% chance that, yes, that it would work, there we are, wonderfully. And nobody would be feeling under pressure. Do you see, my little babies? Because that's what this is about, isn't it? It's, you know, there seems to be too much, there we go, pressure in the world. You know, you've got ones who have got, you know, and some, God bless the beautiful dear little souls, you know, some could have 3 jobs, 4 jobs, you know, and doing all these things. I mean, I've done it in my own life, my delicious little babies, you know, where you're juggling one job, you're juggling another. Mind you, that was only since I had me beautiful, oh how I love them so, my beautiful and delicious little daughters, God bless them, yes. But I've done it myself where you're juggling, you got one job, then you got to jump back in your old brum brum, your wheels, you know, your motor, go to a next job. Do you see what I mean? And go and do that. And then by the time you come home, you're absolutely flipping shattered. You know, then you've got to cook, clean, iron, wash, make sure, you know, everybody's fed and watered. I don't mean that nastily, but do you know what I mean? Then you've got to do that, then you know, you have your shower, your bath and everything like that. The home settles down and the next day you get up just like a little robot and you just repeat the same flipping effing process. Do you see what I mean? But if we had a different way of life, I genuinely feel, the sun's out now, the sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray. How long for I do not know. Like a piece of string, that's life. Anyway, at the moment. So yes, so I just feel if we did things a different way, I actually feel that, you know, that everybody, there we go, in the world would get along a lot better. Do you see what I mean? Like you get each different country to man their own ship. There we are. That's the same figure of speech, you know, man your own ship. But what we're seeing at the moment is that very few can actually man their own ship. They do not know the backside from their elbow. All they know is orders, you know, follow the leader, leader, leader. And ka-ching, because it's greed. And if it's not greed, it's blackmail. Do you see? And that's what we got at the moment. So really, we need to get rid of the dirty water. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Because it seems to be rather a lot of it, doesn't there, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so 2 more things and then that's me done for the day, okay? Sometimes, you know, some may just think, just have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you that I ramble on. Me personally, I do not. Like I said, you know, if ones do not want to listen to me, God bless. But I know that I will have, God bless you all, my beautiful, delicious little babies, I will have some who listen to me or want to, look at videos that I advertise. There we are. Do you see what I mean? So as long as I know, not everybody's ready or comfortable to listen to when I talk about certain subjects, there we are, or certain topics. They're just not ready for it. And that's simple things, the way life is, isn't it? But like I said, there's the other way as well, and you'll find this on, all different platforms, wherever you go, then you'll find at other times, it's like a boomerang. Do you see what I mean? So it's like somebody will go away, but then at some point they come back again. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my little babies? If you've ever thrown a boomerang, yes, we used to have them a lot when we were little. You don't see a lot of them now. They seem to have died out somewhat. But, years ago, gosh, yes, and frisbees and everything, do you see what I mean? Yes, but I always wondered to myself, I always thought to myself, talking about the old boomerang, how you could throw it and it comes back to you. Do you know what I mean, my little babies? I used to be really baffled by that, when I was little. Do you know what I mean? And we used to have the park and the tennis courts and all this, and massive paddling pools and all this, and lots of trees to climb on, and oh yes, and the old tyre, that somebody had made into a swing. And do you understand what I mean? Yes, and then we used to play saying, Carl, do you know what I mean? But I just used to be so amazed at how you threw it and it came back. Just anyway, never mind. Sometimes I do, come on. Anyway, but yeah, it's fun to do. Anyway, so the other thing I want to say, I've just got skateboards as well, skateboarding. Yeah, I've seen quite a lot of that this year and last year with the old skateboards. Anyway, 2 more pieces. So if you want to know what's going on in the world as well, my little babies, to do with the old war, okay? You've got our lovely Duran, okay? I always think, every time I think about the word Duran, I always think about do ran, do ran. I don't know what. Oh, take the notice. I do have my air moments. Anyway, just little things coming to me old flipping noddle. Anyway, so yes, if you want to know anything, getting back to seriousness now, my little babies, I have mentioned our lovely Duran so many times, okay, over the past nearly 2 years, okay. You'll get a really, there we are, good breakdown. Do you see what I mean, my little babies? Okay, they're excellent, okay. So they're well worth, looking at. So they're on YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey, Locals, Telegram, Rockfin, Rumble. Okay, my little babies. And then you've got the other one as well. Sorry, he's Brian at the New Atlas. And he's on YouTube as well, my little babies. I'm not sure if he's on Telegram or something. I can't remember now. Anyway, he's really brilliant as well, my little babies. Not in that way. Do you see what I mean with him? Anyway, so yes. So, that's my video. And one last thing, yes, this one's on a BitChute, my delicious little babies. So, yes, please, if you want to know anything about the war, like I just said, I've given you a number of who to listen to, okay? Please and thank you, my delicious little babies, because there will be some, who want to, there we go, God bless, follow. Do you understand what I mean, what's going on? Yes, because, we do hear, unfortunately, a load of shout, okay? Because sometimes you're just not getting the full story, okay? But with all these wonderful dear gentlemen, they will do their utmost to give out the most accurate, there we are, to their knowledge of what they know. Okay, my little babies. Now then, finally, this is on BitChute as well, my little babies, yes. And, you have got, this uploader, and not in that way, this uploader, okay, is called Free Your Mind, okay, my little babies, on BitChute, okay, my little babies. Now then, this uploader happens to have 77,837 subscribers. 77,837 subscribers. Okay, I'm out to list babies now then. And the video that you're looking for should read the shadow government. Sorry, excuse me. The shadow government, okay, the shadow government, okay, and that's on BitChute. Uploader is Free Your Mind. 77,837 subscribers, and I'll tell you who's in the video. Okay, I'm out to list of babies because you know Free Your Mind has uploaded a video to do with another video, if you know what I'm saying. Yes. But who this actually is Stu Peters. You know, I like Stu Peters, not in that way, but I do like Stu Peters, okay? He can get pretty passionate at times, you know, about what he, you know, wants to talk about. Do you understand what I mean? And he's talking to a man called Philippe Arguila, okay? And yeah, he's just done explaining it. Well, of course, you see, for myself, my delicious little babies, there we go. I've known about this long time. Do you see what I mean? Yes. But it's a very interesting little conversation. It's not a long video, my delicious little babies. But yes, you know, and he's just, you know, explaining a few things to our lovely Stu Peters, not in that way. Okay, so that's the end of my video today, my delicious little babies. That's all I wanted to say, actually. I've got nothing more to say today. You know, now, at the end of the day, my video, so you're all ticked off. Okay, I've got nothing more to say today, actually, because, well, I feel like I've said enough. And anyway, I shouldn't have my video taken down or removed. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm personally not saying anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? I do not feel that I am anyway. Seems to be an awful lot of flipping banging today, my delicious babies. You got the washing machine going. You got that. Do you ever remember that song, my delicious babies? If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening all over this land. Do you remember that song, my delicious babies? I've had a bit of my singing voice on today, my delicious babies. Like I said, with songs, always look at the words in between. Okay, my delicious babies. So yes. So, and to, you know, anybody who I advertise, okay, you know, I mean, obviously you get the one-off ones, do you know what I mean? Well, God bless them for the one-off videos that I've seen, okay? But for everybody else, you're all wonderful, juicy, beautiful, and delicious. And me personally, I love your videos and I love your soul, okay? So anyway, and for all of you, you know, please keep up the excellent work, you know, because the words are getting out there. Do you see what I mean? And really, at the end of the day, this is all we want. You know, we want, you know, more and more and more, God bless, there we are, to see the truth of different things. There we are in the world, what is going on. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But sometimes it can be a bit of a process anyway, lights off. So yeah, so that's my video for today, my delicious little babies, and thank you so very much to any of you, you know, for even taking the time to even listen to my videos. I am going to be doing my readings, but first of all, I must, there we go, I must pop out, okay, my delicious little babies, then I'm going to come back and then I'm going to do my readings, okay, because actually I have got somebody coming for a healing, actually. They're coming from rather a long, there we are, way away, okay, because they have their own businesses as well. So, you know, so I've got to get other things sorted as well. So, like I just said, thank you so very much once again for even taking time to even listen to my videos, okay? And, you know, please, you know, a smile a day keeps the doctor away, just like an apple a day. Crunch, crunch, keeps the doctor away, okay? And please keep listening here because it's always very welcomed. And please take care of yourselves and please try and take care of others, okay? And also, you know, wherever you are in the world, wishing you a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening. Please have a super duper and delicious time because you only get one life. Now let's just see whether I can say it now. Please continue to lift the vibration and lift the frequency. There we go. I got it. Well done, Carla. Okay. Because some days I can say it, and other days I just cannot. It's just I cannot. I get tongue-tied. I just cannot get the word out. Do you know what I mean? I take the notice. I think I've had well, I haven't. I'm only playing. I'm only larking, okay? But you'd think I've had flipping funny gas today. It's like I feel really super duper. There we are. Like, you know, I feel like really, really super duper happy. And I've no idea why. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, isn't it, Natalie Grannies? And please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, to some friends, or to some work colleagues. And please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy, and super duper delish. And that you love them so, okay? So until my next video, sending you all so much love. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.